I'm Matt.
I'm Michelle. Today we are going to be cooking up some simple beef stew. Got all my ingredients ready. Let's hit it. First thing we're going to do is we're going to do some canola oil. 2 tablespoons. One, two. All right. We're going to go ahead and we're going to turn this on and we're going to get that oil heating up. Next step, I have here stew cube meat. I'm lucky. We have a local farm that does this. And so they've already pretty much cut it up for me. But I'm going to make it smaller. I don't even have to trim. What do you think, hon? About how big?
That looks good.
That looks good. So if I just maybe take everything and kind of cut it in half.
You get like bite size.
All right. So while I do this, if you wouldn't mind, in this Ziploc bag,
Okay.
I would like you to dump some just plain old flour.
How much?
I don't know, a cup maybe. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take this meat and we're gonna toss it in there. That looks good.
You sure?
Yeah. I think that'll be good. Now, a lot of times when you do something like this, you throw in salt and pepper. I am going to be using beef broth that I bought, and so it does have more sodium in it, so I'm not adding any extra salt to this. I don't want it to be so salty that it puckers your lips. We're going to take this meat, and we're just going to dump it in this. If you like to put it on wax paper and roll it around, you can do that. I tend to think that this is more fun. Leave a little bit of air in there. And then I take it and I bend it in half. And shake it up. Make sure it's all coated really well. Do you want to check and see how hot our oil is?
Sure.
We're going to make him do some of the work today. He's been getting off easy lately.
No, not ready at all.
Yeah, let's turn it up a little bit. All right. So once that's hot, what you're going to see is all of your little, you want to shake that extra stuff off. All of your little cubes are going to be nicely coated with flour. But we want to wait until our oil is nice and hot. This is just for fun.
There you go.
'Tis ready. So we are going to carefully, we're going to just reach in the bag, shake off all the excess, and place your meat in your hot oil, and we're going to get it nice and brown.
Question.
Yes, sir.
Why'd you even put it in the flour?
Provides a nice coating and helps brown it up.
Okay.
Also will help in the end make it a little bit thicker.
Okay.
For all you professional chefs, if I'm wrong, I'm sorry, but that's what I think. Try when you put it in your pan to kind of spread it out so every piece kind of has its own little home. Make sure you get it all out of there. Oh. Okay. And we are not going to touch it. I would put it on medium high, but the trick of it is once you put it in there, you have to actually let it sit. So while that's going on, we can get our other ingredients that are going to go in next ready. So with this out of the way, this will keep me here for that. We're going to put some mushrooms in there. I bought these little petite Baby Bella mushrooms. I thought they were adorable, and I like them. I don't have to do anything to them. I trimmed all the stems off, and that's it. I'm leaving them whole, because guess what? That's a bite. You can buy the bigger ones. You can take them and chop them into pieces. If maybe you like it sliced, that's all up to you. But I like these little cutie pies.
Yeah, they're good in there.
Okay. So the next thing I'm going to do while we're getting that cooking, we're going to take 2 yellow onions and cut the ends off both sides. And take off the outer layer. And then it always has that, like, I don't know, protective something in between. It's almost like silk. Pull that stuff off. Okay, one. Do the same thing to this one. We'll cut off both ends. And peel off my outer layer. Why? Because it's got all the, it gets beat up. And a pretty onion, right? 1 second. I do think it's time we give a little stir. And you can see they got nice and brown. So make sure that you double check and brown the other sides. Do you want to come and flip them? No. Yeah. For the onions, I like mine to be in chunks. So I cut it, and I'll cut it again. You can see about how thick I cut that. So imagine maybe 3 slices on either side. Or 2 slices on either side. Not bad. Split it in half. Cut it in another 3. You'll see it's about yay big. And then do another 1 and 2. It'll be a nice rough chop because this is going to cook down a little bit. Okay, so we'll just 3, 1, 2, 3. Gotta give another stir. Okay. It is time, my love. Alright. So, I'm going to put this onion in there, right? I'm going to put the onions in. 1 onion. I'm going to do the same thing to this one. Cut it in half. Then you can take it, cut it 1, 2. Cut it 1, 2. 1, 2. I want this a little bit bigger. 3. Won't fit in there. A little bit sad about it. But it'll be okay. Just kidding. Okay, guys. We're going to stick this in here. And we are going to put our little mushrooms in here. 8 ounces of mushrooms would probably be appropriate with 1 pound of meat like we have here. I like lots of mushrooms. So guess what? I did 2 8-ounce packages. And now I'm going to let all this stuff kind of sit in here. The moisture from the mushrooms and the onions is going to kind of start to cook. I got nice, good brown stuff built up on the bottom. Why do you say that's good? Oh, that's the flavors and things that we're going to then scrub back in. Okay. It also calls for some garlic. I'm cheating. I'm gonna do the minced garlic out of the jar. Don't judge me. Now, my recipe calls for 2 cloves. I think I do like a heaping normal teaspoon. And garlic is good for you. Doesn't overpower it. It's delightful. Get that all mixed in there. Oh, I actually would like to just eat this right now. You probably could. All right, next up, we're gonna put some tomato paste. Here's your trick for tomato paste. Any other funky little containers like this? Open the bottom. It's thick, not going anywhere. Open the other bottom. And now look. I can push that off. And I'm going to use about a half a can of this tomato paste. Oh, it's stuck at the bottom. Hold on. We're going to... Alright. So, I'm going to push... Maybe a little bit more. Look at that. I have a little bit of extra. We'll see where that goes. Get it off in here. And there you go. Now we're going to mix this in. Really want to get that in there, get it melted, coating your ingredients as much as you can. Wish you could see it. Maybe you want to see it. So now you can see with all of the stuff mixed in. And now you're going to see down here, you see this? That is going to provide so much flavor. Because now I'm going to take my favorite. I'm using beef stock. You can use beef broth. And I'm going to pour it in. I want that to go. I'm going to do about 4 cups. And you can see it starts to kind of get really get that. You see all of a sudden you have your frothy sauce. Remember that stuff I said on the bottom? Now we'll go like this. Scrape that stuff off. You can hear it. And look, you can see. Look at the bottom. It comes clean. So scrape that bottom. Those are the little bits that you worked hard for. That's why you let your stuff brown. I'm going to two-hand it. Even if I have to. So one of these is 4 cups. I'm adding it slowly because I do want to kind of be scraping the bottom without trashing my kitchen completely. And I'm going to pour it in there. I got stuff on my spoon. All right. Get all your, anything you have on your sides if you can. I got some onions on there. I want them to be cooking. We're going to turn this down to maybe a nice little medium. We're going to cover it. And now it's going to simmer until those little morsels of beef become tender. We're going to start with an hour and we'll check back in. All right, so we decided to have a little bit of fun. We need to peel our carrots and our potatoes to put into our beef stew. 2 different potato peelers. I like this one.
I grew up with one like this, so you go like this.
So we're going to see who can peel better.
Because I can't figure out how
I'm
to
going
use
to stick
that
this
one.
here. All right, so we have...
Carrots.
You want to start with carrots?
Let's start with carrots.
All right. Let's make sure.
I
We're
think you're
gonna-
rigging it.
We're going to make sure. Okay. You can pick whichever one you would prefer. All right.
This is just a test on one.
We're going to see how it goes.
Oh, you started without saying anything. Oh no! I almost got my finger there. You won big time. Holy crap.
Yes.
I'll be done in a minute or two. Did I get everything?
Okay.
I'm going to say you won.
I'm in. All right.
No kidding.
Let's try a potato. Here, we'll do a big...
Well, we know you won now.
No, we got to try a potato. I'll even let you pick the potato.
I guess I'll do this one. I don't know.
This one is more lumpy and bumpy. This one is more smooth.
I'm doing lumpy and bumpy.
Lumpier and bumpier.
Just like I am.
All right. Oh, you're trying to elbow me out of the way.
That's right. You started early last time. I'm starting early this time. You have to put less effort in it for you.
Leopard?
Leffert.
Okay.
Less effort. It's one of those new cool words.
Okay, I know. You seem a little panicked.
I am.
Why?
Because you're really good at this. I'm going to like take off the tip of my fingers. Oh, man. I was real close.
Okay, now play a fun game. Switch.
Oh, gosh. Okay.
This is how you do...
No. I'll figure it out.
Okay, here, I'll give you a better carrot even.
All carrots are the same.
All right, ready?
3, 2, 1.
Like those thing at all.
Wow. I forgot to do it.
I don't ever do the end because I
Okay.
cut.
Really? I hate this thing and it is much faster.
It is. You want to try a potato?
I'm tired of potato.
Try a tater.
Potato.
Okay.
Ready, go. This one feels awkward.
Now just imagine back in the days, well, I don't want to date us too much, where folks would use a knife.
My grandmother did that and she was really good at it.
Mine too. I don't get it. I would start with a potato this big, and by the time I ended, it would be about this big.
Holy crap.
Oh, you knew how to use the eye thing.
How deep is that?
I can cut it out when we cut.
Okay.
Alright. So there we go. Which one do you like better?
I like this one better still,
Okay.
but I think this one did. That one was
Smooth. Alright.
more efficient.
That's funny.
Yeah, I was surprised.
That one I feel like you have to go faster because you don't want the little, I don't know, it's like it gets stuck in between the blades. I don't know, I'm curious. Everybody, as you're watching or as you're doing your peeling, what do you use to peel and what's your favorite?
Yeah, make a comment. Be interested to see what people think. Or comment on my great kitchen skills here. How many fingers do you think I lost in this?
I haven't lost any fingernails. I'm going to cut them in half. Cut the bad spots off. Cut it in half again. And I want to have a cube, chunk, whatever, that's about bite size. So that's like a good size, right? So that's what I'm going to do. Looks like 2 cuts. Does great. This is a big guy. Maybe this one will be, because they'll be a little bit longer. Let's see. I can still make them. Just these I'll make a little bit like that. We'll grab some carrots. I always cut the tips off of the carrots. Carrots, I would say, well, these are kind of skinny right now. You want about the same, right? You want to bite into a carrot. They're a little bit smaller than your potato, but now you could have a potato and a carrot and a mushroom and a meat all in one bite. You'll have plenty of room in your mouth for that. So I'm just going to do some thick slices. I'll do the same thing with these. We'll do this guy a little bit bigger because he's kind of skinny, and then I'll save that and I'll eat that myself. This is kind of a big end, so I just kind of chop it a little into the sizes I want, and then I'll go and I'll make my chunks. I'll save that for a snack too. Are you laughing at me over there? My honey has a project that he has to work on, so he left me here all to myself. Now, I know a lot of people like to watch their carbs, but I will tell you, this would pair very well with a nice, tasty bread. You could soak it in there, something crusty. We used to do Pillsbury crescent rolls. They taste very good with it too. All right, this is a big carrot, fat. I'm just going to cut this guy in half. And then I'm going to continue to make my chunks so that they're reasonable size. Holy moly, that was a big carrot. Watch your fingers. I have to remind myself. Okay, friends, now we're ready. Clean up my mess a little bit. We're going to put this in to our boiling brew pot of mushrooms and meat. Where did I put my... Oh, I'll put it over here. Give it a little stir. My meat gets stuck. You can see how the mushrooms, see how much they cook down? Look at, now there's tiny little bites. They have nice little, oh, perfect bite. Okay. It does kind of stick a little bit in my pot. I'm not careful. I wasn't careful. Okay. And now we're going to very carefully, I do like this, and I just do a few pieces at a time. I don't want to get splashed with any boiling anything. So just kind of gently, and then you'll kind of build up. Oh, that was was kind of cool. It was like a marble run. It ran right down the shoop. Oh, that didn't work as good. Still cool. Alright. Now this is going to be... Oh, stop yourselves. This guy landed right there. Okay. Excuse me. We're going to mix all of our potatoes and our carrots in. Looks overwhelming. They're going to do just like everything else did. They're going to sit in here and they're going to cook down and they're going to thicken our broth a little bit. Probably going to take about another, we're going to keep this, we're going to put it on medium to medium high. And then I would say give it about 20 minutes. Let those veggies get nice and soft. Your meat is going to continue to cook and get soft. It'll be a great treat. So 20 minutes, cover it up, and let it keep doing its thing. And you know, the thing that's nice about something like this, I'm just going to say, it seems like it's a lot of stuff, but it's not. It's a little bit here, and then you can go and get something done. And then a little bit there, and then you can go over here and get something done. It's nice, and it'll make a nice, tasty homemade meal. Okay, so final step, we're going to thicken up our beef stew. Very easy. I'm going to take off my lid. Okay. We're having some sunlight. So I'll just go like this. Give it a stir. Now, to thicken, cornstarch and water, equal parts. I tend to do 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. Okay. And then cold water. Let's see what we end up with. Make a little slurry. You do 1 tablespoon cornstarch to 1 tablespoon of water. 1 to 1. Okay? And I'm gonna move some of my goodies. I'm gonna pour this in. So we're just gonna take this and we're gonna pour it in. And we're just gonna stir. You hear how it kind of stopped bubbling a little bit? I have to use those. That is what is gonna make our stew nice and thick. It made like a nice, you can see it's a nice thick gravy now. The longer you cook it, the more it thickens. But there you are, my friends. And I will tell you, my le creuset pots and pans, I love them so much. I love them, and they clean up nice, and I can get some nasty burning going on sometimes because I forget and I leave it turned up too high. They brown things up very nice. Dutch ovens, they can go in the oven if you want it to, so you can do a lot of different types of cooking, soups, stews, braising. You want to take something, pop it, throw it in your oven, you can. All right. And the oven is off, or the stove. My favorite ladle. Rachel, thank you. You can see a nice scoop. There you go. Hearty. Tasty. And now I need my taste tester.
Mushroom first, 'cause I love them.
Okay. Now, if you need to add a little bit of salt or pepper to your taste at the end, go ahead. But like I said, because I was cooking with a broth that already had a lot of sodium in it, I didn't want to add more.
Well, you could probably add it to your bowl.
If you want it.
I don't think I'd add it to that.
Well, the tomato paste has some in it too, so. There you are, guys. It seems like it might be complicated. It's not. It's so easy. Chopping, throwing in a pan,
Really good.
letting it go. How did the meat go?
Meat good. Mushroom good.
Nice and tender. That's what you want.
Whoa. You're such a good cook.
And if you don't mind, give us a like, give us a subscribe. It would be great. Enjoy. Leave some comments on the peelers. We're still dying to know. See you next time.